Hudson, what are the best sounding foods right now?
The best sounding food.
Like when you think of off the top of your head,
You know what?
some of the best sounds the food can make.
Usually it's Italian food like fettuccine or mozzarella.
Oh, I'm not talking about that, but that's good too.
And then, the worst sounding food, definitely horseradish.
Where do you sit on guacamole? Is that something good or bad? I can't be sure. I'll tell you what sounds bad.
Good. I think it sounds good.
Artichoke sounds bad.
Artichoke. That's not a good food name.
No.
Neither is kumquat.
Kumquat sounds terrible.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
Too many hard C sounds in that one.
Yeah. So I'm not talking about the actual sounds of the name. I'm talking about like the most satisfying food sounds.
Oh, gotcha.
So what do you have for that?
Sizzling bacon or whatever.
That's number one on the list.
Yeah, of course
sizzling
it is.
Bacon.
That makes a lot of sense.
And I've got a list here. I've got 10 of the most satisfying food sounds or whatever. Some of these are pretty lame.
You think so?
And some things are way off.
I'm trying to think of sounds in general that I associate with food, whether they make the food sound good or not.
Yeah.
But sizzling bacon, clearly, like that's
Number
a top
one.
tier on the list. I also think of like the sound of a coffee pot.
Ooh, a coffee pot. They didn't have that on there, but I can imagine that.
Yeah, especially when it's getting closer to like the end, when it like kind of does it kind of coughs in a way. Burps, I think some people would say. That's a good sound to me because that means coffee's ready.
Yeah, some of the other ones they've got. Number 2, this is a wild choice. Slicing of a crusty loaf of a bread.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's trash, right?
Yeah, if the bread makes a noise when you slice it, I feel like it's too crusty.
Yeah, the number 3, steak sizzling in a pan. You toss that steak on there. I'm with that.
Yeah, very similar to bacon though.
Yeah.
But I'm on board.
Number 4, this is another lame one. Butter being spread on toast.
That makes a noise?
But like when you think about like when it's actual toast,
it kind of like
it's a little crust, a little bit, like a little. I don't even know what that sound is.
I don't even know how to describe that. Yeah, almost like sandpaper in a way, like really soft sandpaper.
Number 5, the snapping of a chocolate bar. You think about like a Hershey's bar? I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Gotcha.
I don't even know what this means. Number 6 is chips frying.
Chips? Maybe is this British?
Could be.
Do they mean fries in a fryer?
Ooh, it could be.
Like a deep fryer just frying anything. That's a good sound.
Yeah.
I like that. That's not something you experience at home as much, but if you have ever worked in a restaurant, that's like they do make a sound a lot of the time, and it sounds good.
Now, these next 2, these should be way higher. These are criminally underrated.
Yeah, but based off of the other stuff you've listed, I'm pretty sure
There's a
these
lot of
probably
things.
need to be, yeah.
The first bite into a crisp apple.
Oh, yeah, that's a good sound.
Everybody knows what that sound is, right?
Yeah, I could hear it just now.
And then number 8, this is one of the most like well-known food sounds of all time.
Okay.
And that's popping popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah, how is that not?
That should be like a top 3. Like the pop of the popcorn.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but
that for sure is like one of the most well-known ones.
That's number 2 behind the bacon.
Yes, I think it should be for sure. You think about popping popcorn, the only way you know it's done is when it stops popping. There's like no other food that's cooked that way. It's like the most soundful food that you can possibly make.
Yeah. It's the loudest, one of the loudest for sure.
It is the loudest.
What about when you like here's a good one too. It's another sizzling. Just anything sizzling sounds great, but I'm thinking like you flip a burger over on the grill and it, you get the like pause in the sizzle and then
it really does, yeah. Mm-hmm. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, it all sounds so good.
It really does.
I'm hungry already.
Wasn't that a great Riot clip? While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.